Hello everyone, I'm Cliff Foster. Welcome to Zoo Roma here inside Zoo Roma Bar and Grill here inside the NYTEX Sports Center. I am Cliff Foster. We're going to take you around and we're going to take a look and see what's going on in Brahmaland. Welcome back. We're going to go ahead and dig in. Joining me today for the NAHL Coach's Corner is Coach Dan Wildfong. He is the head coach of the Lone Star Brahmas. 4 years at Colgate University, 7 years at Bossier Shreveport Mudbugs, and on top of that, you've got 6 years with the old CHL Brahmas.
Yeah, well, new chapter.
Definitely a new chapter, turning pages. First off, we're going to jump in. How are you feeling today?
I'm good. I had a little struggle with gallbladder and kidney stones, and it wasn't fun, but back ready to go.
I can't even imagine trying to deal with any of that kind of stuff. And on top of that, try to coach a team. And I know you were out for the last couple weeks. You guys did bring in somebody to help out Coach Potter.
Yeah, we brought in Steve Lemaire, which he obviously helped us out for a couple games. He went down to Topeka. Obviously, he's a local coach here, and we thought he did a fabulous job up there. We needed to have two coaches, and he stepped up and did a great job.
Well, and being able to pull that win out in Topeka was huge for the team. Unfortunately, we kind of have a rough patch in the beginning of the season, but with this win at Topeka, Ryan Watson pulled out a hat trick. And with that hat trick, I mean, it's ridiculous. The play's starting to improve. You can definitely tell that you're coming back. I'm sure the kids are ready for it.
Yeah, it's nice. Obviously, Ryan came in. He had no points coming up to that game.
Right.
And for him to get a hat trick, gets that monkey off his back. And with our team needed a guy like him to step up, and did a great job by solidifying those 3 goals for us.
Well, with that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at those 3 goals for Ryan Watson, and this is one of my favorite things. We'll go ahead and watch the goal, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. And there it is. And we were talking with Coach Potter. One of the big goals for the Brahmas during the Rio Grande Valley setup was, I believe Hudacek had it, where it came up off the pads. And Coach Potter said that you guys practiced the pass off the pads.
Yeah, we called the kick out. We want guys going to the net. We want to put pucks to the net,
right,
and get numbers at the net. So if anything that kicks out, we have the opportunity to bury. It's a tough play to defend, and we want to use it to our advantage. And
so far it's looking like it's working. I mean, that's the first goal for Ryan Watson of the hat trick, and it looked great. The scrum in the corner, the Brahmas were working tough in there with it, and then they finally got it out to the point. And from the point, the shot came off the pads, and there was Watson. Yeah, and obviously it was a nice feed from TK as well. Yeah. But Ryan was putting himself in a great position to bury. With that, we'll take a look at the second goal. I think this is one of my favorites here. And you can see here, the puck gets picked off. It comes up, there's Watson. He's all by himself. How did he even pull that off? I don't know. It's obviously, when you get an opportunity like that, you want to bury it. And oh, yeah. He was left all alone behind the D, and he went in and put a 5-hole, which is a goal scorer's goal. So hopefully he'll catch fire with that. I'm telling you, it looked like you put rockets on those skates getting back behind the D, man. I know. And now we'll take a look at the third goal here. And this third one obviously completes the hat trick, and this was huge for you guys. I mean, it's huge for the Brahmas fans just in general. But as a feed came in, it came up and it just takes a weird bounce off the boards. And we've had it here at the Nitex when it bounces off, and you're like, whoa, 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 what's going on? But there was Watson right where he was supposed to be.
Well, you know what? We've been having some unfortunate bounces. When we were up in Blaine, and I'm not an excuse guy, but we had some funny goals go in. So the hockey gods actually gave us one back. And if you work hard, they will repay you, and they did there with a good, fortunate bounce. And again, Waddy had to bury it, so he did a good job.
Well, and speaking of Blaine, I wanted to take a quick shout back to it real fast. Nehama, Jacob Nehama, he went in and faced an absolute machine gunning worth of shots. I believe it was 61 shots on goal.
Yeah, he... as a coach, you're never happy to hear that you gave up 61 shots, but to have a goaltender that, that stood on his head for us. We could have lost by 11 goals that night, and he kept it close and kept us in it. And he did his job, but we didn't do our job defending, and we got to do a better job. And I think we have been lately, and we got to keep getting better throughout the year.
Well, with that, how would you rate Nehama's play? I mean, it was going through some of the exhibition games. You guys were switching in goalies. You give them half a game, and that kind of good stuff. And Nehama's just, in my opinion, I've just seen him step up.
Yeah,
and it's good to see.
I think I can't blame any of our goalies on any of these games. I don't think the goalies were the reason why we lost. I think it's a lot because of our our players are learning a new system that they've never been taught before. And I think it's leaving a lot of questioning, second guessing, and when you do that in hockey, it's usually giving up opportunities. And once it becomes natural to us, we'll be fine. But we're not there right now. Even when I coached the pro team, it took a little adjustment for a lot of guys to get on the same page. But we will get there. It is a process. We're working on it in practice hard. You guys did a 3.5-4 hour practice the other day, and they're working hard for me, So they're wanting to learn it. They want to get it. They want to get better. They don't like our record either. So we're trying to improve every day.
Well, and how does that affect your players? Have they said anything to you, or is there anything going on behind the scenes that you kind of see and you're like, we need to knock this down and start bringing it back to the surface?
Well, our players there, obviously, they take pride in the game just as much as the coaching, as much as the organization. They don't want to lose. They want to win. And they're doing everything they possibly can to, make this organization successful. So, we have to understand that we've got the team 2 weeks before the season actually started, and we just had enough time to have a camp, and we had a lot of guys that were cut from other camps, and this is their last camp. So it's not going to happen overnight, and fans have to understand that it is a process. But I tell you, by Christmas time, we will be a team to reckon with. And
I'm absolutely excited. I love coming out, and I'm lucky enough that I get to I call the play-by-play. So I get to see it, I get to be a part of it, and I get to come out and meet with you guys. And in saying that, you've got a lot of players. We are in Texas. You'd gone up to Blaine, Minnesota. You've got several Canadian players that have come down. We just had a cold front move through, and it went from about 90 degrees to about 60 degrees. And I understand we've got some players that are sick. Do you think that has a part to do with it?
No, I don't think that has a lot to do with it. I think obviously the guys that really enjoy the weather down here. Back home it's be snowing in another couple weeks in Canada. So I think they. You're in Dallas, Texas. How can I playing junior hockey? Exactly. How can you not enjoy it? And I love it here.
You get to jump in the pool every day. And
this is something very special that guys get to do. It's one of the best cities. I think that's why I think in the future we'll have a great opportunity to recruit some really good players because of the city.
Right. Now we'll switch gears real fast. What are your goals for this team so far, just in the next few weeks? And because you guys don't come back here until October 25th.
Yeah, I think some of our goals, we want to be limit our shots against is very important. Our goals against has to be better. we got to take baby steps. I know Potter, my assistant coach, keeps saying we got to walk before or crawl before we can walk, Danny.
Right.
He always tells me that. So, we're learning to play the systems. We're really making it simple for the guys, trying to make it easier in practice where they repetition right. of doing it. So our goal is to, we have a few goals in the game. We want to get 12 shots a period. We want to have, I think it's 6 block shots. We want to have 2 power plays. We want to have 18 hits. That's something we measure period to period,
right.
and we feel we can have success. But overall, we're just trying to, we got to get some wins. Like we got to dig deep. We got to get some character out of these guys to pull out these wins.
Now, do you feel like going through the gauntlet that you guys went through, and there was nothing short of a gauntlet in Blaine, Minnesota?
Yeah.
Do you think that that's bringing the team closer together?
Well, when you go up and play in Blaine, it's like you could be playing at 9 in the morning and you could be playing at 9 at night.
Right.
So you have to, the teams that seem to do well up there were the teams that, have been around a while and had programs that they had older guys.
Yeah.
They weren't all younger guys. So I think it will even itself out. Like I said, at Christmas time, it was a great experience for these guys to get looked at by every Division 1, Division 3 scout.
Definitely.
And it's opportunity. I can't say enough about what the NA does to market that and market our players in the league.
Well, Coach, I believe that's all the time we have with you today. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming out and joining me here at Zoo Roma Bar and Grill. I can't wait to see you come back here in the next few weeks. I can't wait to get back into NAHL hockey. And thanks for coming out, Coach.
No, thank you. I appreciate having me.
With that, we'll take ourselves a quick break.
The Lone Star Brahmas want to hear from you. Drop us a comment on Facebook.com/Lone Star Brahmas or ask a question to feature on the next Coach's Corner.
For gourmet pizza and Italian cuisine, call Zaroma's Bar and Grill. Zaroma's only uses the freshest ingredients. Located inside the NITEC Sports Center, Zaroma is your one-stop shop for food, friends, and Lone Star Brahmas watching parties. Visit www.zaroma.net for menu, directions, and delivery information.
All of your Brahmas action can be viewed live and on demand at fasthockey.com. Simply create an account, buy game credits, and watch your Lone Star Brahmas live.
Welcome back to Zoo Roma Bar and Grill here at the NITEC Sports Center. I am Cliff Foster. Today we have the Players Spotlight for the NAHL Lone Star Brahmas. Player Spotlight today are on 3 young men. We have immediately to my right, Jacob Nehama. Next to him is Ryan Watson, the very nervous Ryan Watson. We have Ayrton Valente, the injured poor guy. So what we have set up, we've got some questions that we're going to run through. Jacob Nehama, as everybody knows, went up to Blaine and took an absolute machine gunning worth of shots, 61 shots? You're going to need that.
Yes, it was.
61 shots. Now, and that's one thing that we're going to talk about you, and that's how do you stay focused after taking 61 shots? That's more than a shot a minute.
Yeah, well, being a goalie, you just forget about it. The last play, you just forget about it. Just keep going to the next one. I just kept my head in it and kept focused how I do usually.
And after that, and it's you had a tough situation again 2 weeks ago against the Ice Rays. The first night you were tending goal, and due to injuries, you only had 4 defensemen, and that's 2 lines worth of defensemen, and that's fresh defensemen. How frustrating is that for you when you've got to take that many shots, but you're still in it?
Yeah, I mean, I just have a short mind about it. I just forget about it pretty much. Just stay focused.
That's a good
Next
answer.
shot's coming in, yeah.
That's what I like to hear. Now, with everything going on, the NHL changed the pads. They started reducing pads, and it's starting to trickle down. That started last year. They're starting to trickle that down. Is that going to affect you at all?
I mean, I'm sure it will a little bit just with the thigh rise and everything,
Yeah.
but yeah, just shut the wickets a little tighter, I guess.
There you go. We're going to move along. We're going to send it over to Ryan Watson. Ryan Watson, we don't have a whole lot on you, mainly because you're finally able to break. You're finally able to break into the score column. Now the only thing is you broke in really big. You didn't send a beach ball in. You went straight with the wrecking ball.
Yeah, it's true. I kind of had a monkey on my back, you could say, for the first 10 games or 9 games of this season, but finally got it off, and it felt pretty good. And our team got a big needed win for us too, so that was huge.
Now we're gonna go watch this clip right now, because we're gonna go through. We're gonna watch these, all of them, and I want to know what you were thinking on each one.
Okay.
Now here's the first goal. Now you guys the Brahmas are in there battling in the corner.
Yeah.
The puck is going to come out. It comes straight out to the point, and there's a hard one-timer tossed in, comes right off the pads. What were you thinking as you're coming across and you could see the play developing?
Well, it was a good hard shot by our defenseman, and me and TK just went to the net after we were in the corner, and Todd gave me a really nice pass back door, and I pretty much had the whole open net just to bury it. So that's
good stuff.
That's how it went.
Now let's move on to the second goal. This is my favorite goal because as you come in, where did you come from? Did they just set you up? They're like, here, you hang out in the box for a minute and then just jump out when we want you to.
No, I was coming off the bench. We had a guy change, and it just so happened I was coming off the bench, and I picked it up off the boards. One of our defensemen had chipped it out of the end, and I had a little short breakaway, so put it 5-hole and got us another goal.
There's all that's there going with that one.
Yeah.
We'll watch the third goal here. Now this one's interesting. You guys deal with a lot of weird caroms as it comes off the boards out here at the NITEX. And this one came out. You almost overskated it.
Yeah, I was going behind the net because it was a rim by our defenseman Musso, and then it took a crazy bounce off the glass dividers and came right to the slot. So I put on the brakes hard and stopped the puck and put it in the net.
Now, how does you said that you're happy that you're able to finally break up into the scoring, put some points on the board, and you put on the hat trick. Is this your first hat trick?
No, I've had ones for my other junior team back in Canada, but this one it was probably one of the best feeling hat tricks.
There you go. How, being from Canada, how are you adjusting to the temperature out here?
When I first came down, it was a hard adjustment. Not hard, but it was a strange adjustment. It was a lot of heat, and but I like it. It's pretty cool coming to the rink every day in your sandals and shorts and a t-shirt, not worrying about a snowstorm on the way home or anything like that. So it's pretty cool.
That's always nice, right?
Yes.
You don't have to worry about 20 inches of snow in 15 hours, something crazy like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna move along over to Ayrton Valente.
Hello.
Now you're set up. Now right now you're currently injured.
Yep.
What's going on with you?
I have a dislocated rib.
Okay.
Happened 3 weeks ago.
Ugh.
And just starting to skate now. So my first practice was yesterday, and feeling a little better, but still got some time to heal up.
Okay.
No.
So you should be. We're looking soon, hopefully.
2 weeks.
Cool.
Around there, yeah.
I was telling you prior. I love watching you out there. You're a quick defenseman. You're able to get that out there, and you're able to make a lot of offensive adjustments as far as feeding passes and pushing it around the boards and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Now, one of your fellow men, Liam Sturtzinger.
Yeah.
He sent us a question. He wants to know who's your first friend on the team and why.
I think he asked that question because he knew the answer, and he was my first friend. Coming from Canada, I didn't know much of the guys. I knew Watson, but it was tough to make friends for me, and he was my stallmate, and so he was my first friend.
Now we talked to Coach Wildfong earlier about injuries, and obviously Coach Wildfong was sick there for a while. How did it affect you guys having to deal with Fonger out?
Well, for us, it starts and finishes with him, and having your head coach not there and encouraging you is a big loss. But we had some bumps on the road, but we came out with a big win in Topeka, and Potter's doing a great job filling in for him, and I think we're okay.
Well, now you've got him back, so
we're happy about that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start working harder again, right? So with the injury, we already talked about how long you're gonna be out, the recovery and stuff like that. Are you doing anything to help rehab? I mean, obviously you can't do a whole lot to rehab a dislocated rib, but are you trying to stay in shape? Is there stuff that you can do to stay in hockey shape?
Well, riding the bike, little things like that, little weights. I can't have any weight above my waist. So I do anything, lower body-wise, stuff like that, things that can hurt my rib. But having a rib hurts. It's a weird place to get hurt, and it's hard to rehab, but it takes time, really.
So now setting up, we're in Texas. I mean, I don't want to give anybody any fake aspirations. We're in Texas.
Yeah.
Not everybody knows a lot about hockey. I'm a big hockey fan. You know, we didn't get the NHL Dallas Stars until 1993. And as they came in, you know, people are still trying to figure out what everybody does. Obviously, we know we've got a forward, we've got a goalie, and defensemen. How do you define your position?
A defenseman, sort of the last line of defense before the goalie, so he's really responsible, I guess, and he helps out every position. He helps out the goalie in the defensive zone. He helps out the forwards in the offensive zone. So really, they support both ends of the ice.
Now, what kind of defenseman? There's several different types of defensemen. What kind of defenseman would you consider yourself?
An offensive defenseman.
Okay, so you're in there. You're trying to make something happen you're aggressive as far as the offensive zone, forechecking and stuff like that. We're going to send this back around. We're going to send the magic talking stick around. I have some hot seat questions for you guys. This is going to be quick. All right?
Okay.
We're going to start here. Favorite professional hockey team?
All Stars. Montreal Canadiens.
Montreal Canadiens.
See? We got a Homer fan here, and everybody's Homers here. All right, I'll give you that. Favorite food and why?
Pizza, because it's always consistent. You never have bad pizza.
It's true. You can't beat that.
I also have to say pizza for sure.
Probably pasta. Love pasta.
All right. Are you guys ready for this one? All right. This one is for the ladies. Are you single, and what do you look for in a girl?
Yes, I am single.
Oh.
Wherever the camera is.
We've got a goalie.
You can follow me on Twitter at Nehama Llama. But I don't know, just a nice girl who wants to have some fun.
Okay, next.
No, I'm not single, and I like girls with a good sense of humor.
I'm single, and I like a girl who likes sports.
All right. All right, this is a bonus question. All right, I have 3 questions here. Now, not all 3 of you can answer. You get the first one, you get the second one, you get the third. After that, we're done, and you can run away as fast as you want. First question. Would you rather own a pocket-sized elephant or pocket-sized giraffe?
I'm going to have to go with the giraffe.
All right. Watson, would you rather spend a day at the beach or skiing in the mountains?
The day at the beach, for sure.
All right, are you ready, Ayrton?
Yeah.
Would you rather be a knight of the round table or one of Robin Hood's merry men?
Knight at the round table.
Knight at the round table?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Guys, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you coming in. We've Jacob Nehama, Ryan Watson,
Thanks.
Ayrton Valente.
Thank you very much.
You guys come back. I can't wait to see you guys again. This will finish it up for our player spotlight. I am Cliff Foster. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, you can come out here to Zaroma Bar and Grill inside the NYTEX Sports Center. You can come in. We have all the NAHL games on. Come in, get some pizza, get some pasta. The guys have it. Get something great to eat. Come in, watch the game. They'll have it put up on the screens. Come out here to Zaroma Bar and Grill inside the NYTEX Sports Center. For my entire crew, I'm Cliff Foster. Thanks for tuning in to the NAHL Coaches Corner and Player Spotlight.